Drop shot.
Safe zone relocated. You're losing ground.
Oh!
Let's go, bro. I stuck him from the corner of my eye. Let's get it. What is up, guys? In today's video, we're going to be looking at the DMR-14 in Season 4. If you guys were unaware, the DMR did get a buff coming into Season 4, and it is potentially back to being one of the best weapons in Warzone. Got a nice 26 kill solo win with it in this gameplay here, and I'm going to show my class setup and talk about what they buffed to the DMR coming into Season 4. If you guys do enjoy this video, please do remember to give it a like, subscribe if you would like to see more, and comment down below if you think the DMR is going to be back to being the meta in Season 4. Before we get into the class setup, just a quick shout out to our sponsor, The Coldest Water. They make really high quality water bottles, and there will be a link down in the description below where you can sign up for a giveaway. But basically, these water bottles are designed to keep your water cold for up to 36 hours. I know personally, when I fill it up before I stream, I put ice in there. By the time I'm done streaming 6 or 7 hours later, the ice is still in there. It hasn't even melted at all, and the water remains cold the entire time. So if you're into outdoor activities, this water bottle might be a really good fit for you. Or if you're just gaming and you want your water to stay cold forever and not have to worry about any sort of condensation or anything like that, your hands getting wet while gaming, these water bottles might be a good fit for you. Check them out in the description below. Thanks for watching. So before we get into the class setup, I'm going to talk about what changed with the DMR-14. I will have the patch notes on screen here from the Season 4 update, but basically all they did was reduce the recoil slightly. It's not a massive hit to the recoil, and you will still notice that the weapon has recoil, but this reduction in recoil definitely does make the gun a little bit more viable because it's kind of awkward to compensate for recoil with a semi-auto weapon. I find that the easiest way to deal with recoil with a semi-auto is just to shoot it slower, but if you're shooting it slower, you're not getting that good of a TTK. So it's like a weird balance between how fast do you shoot the weapon and how many how easy it is to hit the target. And they reduce the recoil, hopefully making it a little bit more easier to full spam and still remain on target. So that's what they did to the DMR in this update. Not a massive change, but it is a change that makes it a little bit better. And the barrels for the DMR weren't changed. When they changed the barrels, they changed it for assault rifles and LMGs, not tactical rifles. So we're not going to get that recoil reduction from using task force like you would on an AR or an LMG now. So it isn't insanely buffed. If they did that to the tactical rifles as well, like if task force reduced recoil, the DMR would probably be the best gun in the game again, but it still does have quite a bit of recoil. So I'm gonna get into the class setup. Before we get into that, I just want to say this lobby is so free. I don't know why, but whenever I play solos really early in the morning, I get like the easiest lobbies ever. So if you're wondering why the gameplay is the way it is, I was playing like super early in the morning, and there isn't that many people online early in the morning, especially playing solos. So skill-based matchmaking really isn't that strict in the morning. So if you want easy lobbies, play solos really early in the morning, like 6 or 7 a.m., and there's really nothing but bots on. So yeah, we're getting into the class setup now. First, we're going to put on Agency Suppressor. Pretty much a given. Bullet velocity is one of the problems with this weapon that we need to solve for. Agency Suppressor gives us bullet velocity, damage range, and reduces recoil a bit, so I think Agency Suppressor is definitely the way to go. You could maybe go with SOCOM Eliminator or something like that to reduce the recoil, but then you're not getting the bullet velocity improvement, so I think Agency is the way to go. For our barrel, in this gameplay, I was using Task Force. This is the only barrel that improves the bullet velocity on the DMR now. In the past, when the DMR was really OP, Titanium and Strike Team both improved bullet velocity, so you could use those to get a really good bullet velocity and a really good fire rate. But for now, you kind of have to choose between Titanium or Strike Team and getting a high fire rate, or Task Force and getting a good bullet velocity. In this gameplay, I was using Strike Team. In the future, I might try out Strike Team or Titanium, but if you're looking for a DMR class setup, just know those are the 3 barrels that you should probably consider. Titanium and Strike Team improve the fire rate. Task Force improves the bullet velocity and damage range, so it just kind of comes down to what you want to use. In this gameplay, I was using Task Force. So, like I said, we're going to be using the 3x optic with the default reticle. In Season 4, they changed the 3x optic, and it has a really nice, clean reticle now. So, I would recommend just using the default reticle on the 3x. If you have a particular reticle you really like, that's fine. But in this gameplay, I was using the default reticle. We're going to be using the Field Agent foregrip to reduce our recoil even more. Although they did reduce the recoil in Season 4, it's not like it has no recoil, so we still want to get that foregrip. And if you're using Titanium or Strike Team for a faster fire rate, then you're definitely going to want to be using the Field Agent foregrip. And then finally, we're going to use the 30-round mag. You can use 40 if you really want to, but I was just using 30. I was playing solos. It's not really like you need more than 30 bullets. And even when playing squads with this weapon in the past, I found 30 rounds to be just fine. But if you're someone who likes 40 rounds, go for it. That is a fine choice as well. And that is going to be our class setup. Once again, we have Agency Suppressor, Task Force Barrel, 3x sight, field agent foregrip, and then the 30 round mag. So that's our DMR setup. Like I said, I don't know if this is going to be meta. Right now, the MG82 is just ridiculous. But even after the MG82 gets nerfed, I'm not sure if the DMR is going to take over and be the #1 gun again. But it's certainly a good choice. And if you're someone who really enjoyed using the DMR, it's viable now and it's somewhat balanced. Like, you can use it and it's not the most broken thing in the world that everybody is going to be using. I think one of the biggest things is just to really know your engagements, because it's hard to just challenge a full squad and fry them like you could with something like the MG82 or the Farah or maybe even the Krig. So you have to play a little bit more reserved and a little bit more passive with this weapon, a little bit more safe, because it doesn't just dump truck people like it used to. But if you really enjoy semi-autos, like I said, this is probably the best semi-auto in the game right now. I can't really think of any other marksman rifle, DMR, assault rifle, whatever, semi-auto weapon that can really overtake the DMR. So if you enjoy that type of weapon, that like marksman rifle style gameplay, I think the DMR-14 is definitely a solid choice in Season 4. It's definitely a top tier weapon, and it is competitive in game. So I'm gonna let the gameplay play out. Like I said before, this lobby was really, really free. If you guys do enjoy the gameplay or the video, tips, whatever, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you'd like to see more. And like I previously said, comment down below and let me know what you think of the DMR. Once again, there will be a giveaway link in the description. Click that if you want to sign up for it, and I'll see you guys another time. Thanks for watching. So that one, get more stuns, and then pick this one up. The reason I shot it is because when I threw the trophy, it would have blew up anyways. And I didn't know if it was going to blow up and kill the trophy. There's a rat in this building. I don't know, this is like the unfortunate point in solos where like everybody's playing so slow, so if you don't play slow, like you're probably griefing yourself. Like just whichever player makes a move first gets targeted here.
Gas is moving in. New safe zone located.
We have zone, kind of. I guess I wonder if I had the MG82 if I would have killed that kid there. What the fuck, bro? That kid is a weirdo. Literally went to the most random spot in the house and held it after I gun like beamed them a little bit.
We're out of time. Scrub the contract.
Gotta love self-res. Even if I ended up killing him from the factory, he would have just selfed. Did he have any passive equipment? No, he had some techs. Would have really liked to have had a bouncing Betty down there. That would make it so I could play roof or attic so much better. There's so much like more carefree. 3 opponents. What's up, ELP? DMR? Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. This is just a very easy lobby.
Y'all ready?
One moment.
Well, I was.
I have 2 people left. But yeah, I don't really feel confident with this in a gunfight. Like, you can get picks with it. Is this in? Yeah. That in? Nah. If this airstrike hits me, I'm gonna be pissed. But I feel like versus like an MG82, or like a few other meta weapons, like my odds of winning a gunfight with this are just not very good.
Jake, I don't want to hear you say nothing no more.
About what?
Saying the DMR is not it. You have fucking 24 kills right now with it.
Yeah, this is like the freest lobby on Earth, though.
Bro, I'm telling you, the gun is literally back.
I'm gonna
It's not
lose.
back,
There's a
like,
riot
already.
shoulder.
Gas is moving.
Never-
It just then.
There's a stun and a thermite. Wait.
Drop shot.
Down. Safe zone relocated. You're losing ground.
Let's go, bro. I stuck him from the corner of my eye.
That's